Excuse me.
I'm not giving to LeBron because I don't like LeBron.
I like him already.
On the stat sheet, so like taking charges, like that's my favorite thing. I like a charge in my mixtape. My friend texted me, he's like, I never seen someone put a charge in the mixtape. I'm like defense wins games. Like,
so there was a constant battle about Dunkin' Donuts versus Tim Hortons, and it was it's never ending.
You know, I got up, I fixed my helmet, I look, and I just see Herb take off. Like he just, I just see the hair flowing, like now running, and. Yeah, you got to see Herb. When he runs, his eyes are always like, so I just knew, like, you know, I knew he was running, you know, so.
Like, go out there, defend, go out there, rebound, like, give your heart, like, sacrifice. You can get a scholarship just for defense, you know what I'm saying?
But, man, this guy's unstoppable when it comes to basketball as well. But yeah, definitely one-on-one, he got me.
Fried rice, you can't be eating fried rice all the time. But
you'd be switching your sports. You'd be going from basketball to sumo.
I know. I already got the bun, you see?
How the spider tech basically is just like completely just crazy, like should not be allowed. Rosin and sunscreen and everything, that's been around forever and it's never been a true problem. But right now, like the big thing is spin rates are up.
It's our defense because Mace, you know, you're going to get 285, 280 hit you, and you got to, you know, and I'm only 240, you know, so I got to now bring my technique. And then KT's just a freak athlete in itself, so you know you gotta bring your hard hat and your lunch pail every day.
Can I just say this? Man, I just love your competitive nature, bro. Like, you know, I feel like I'm ready to strap on the jersey right now, man. I mean, I'm only 5'5", so I don't know what I can do out there.
I'm gonna say Diana, man. I don't know what it is. She just always seems to come up clutch all the time, 24/7.
When they say, listen, you know how as coaches you get mad at the guy just standing in the corner and watching another guy cook. I can't be like that because I was watching you cook.
Running, it's like if you take a day off, like you'll feel it, and if you take 4 months off, you're really gonna feel it.
It was impeccable. So watching certain highlights, I'm like, yo, I gotta try it. And trust me, not everything was as good as it looked now. Because, you know, I mean, no look passes I threw off of somebody's face.
Well, we haven't done this in a while. Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Charles.
It is very nice to meet you all. I feel like I'm a baby right now.
Oh,
No Shave November is over. Man, the NFL past couple of weeks, college football past couple of weeks, everything's just like coming full circle. And of course, I had my Oregon jersey.
What happened to
Man, I said Utah scares me. Utah scared me.
Huge win last week as well for Utah.
It was, but we get them tomorrow night, so that's good. I mean,
that's good. Yeah,
I think. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I am worried still. Utah's playing fucking phenomenal football.
Oh my gosh!
Oregon needs to catch their stride again. But
yeah.
What happened to Alabama?
Listen, man, they scared me. And let's talk about the game the week before against Arkansas. Like these games are getting too close for my liking. They're getting too close for me. And you know, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Georgia. Beware of Georgia. Be scared. Hey, listen, I'm no arguments for me no more. Georgia, man, 45-0 against Georgia. It's just, and the thing is, their defense scares me the most. It really does. And I can't have Bryce Young going negative 23 yards. I can't have that against Georgia. You can't do that. You can't afford to play that way. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for this weekend. I'm a little nervous.
Nervous. I mean, put it this way: if Alabama doesn't win, it's not going to affect Georgia,
right?
But if Alabama loses,
This would be the first time in a while Alabama has not made the college football playoff.
Where is it? Is it in Alabama or
I think it's a neutral site.
Oh, it's a neutral site, right? Yeah.
I think all these championship games are neutral site.
Please be warm weather. Please be warm weather.
They usually play in like a dome for these.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
these types
Yeah,
of
that's
games.
true. That's true.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm waiting for you to tell me. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it's in. Yeah, like you said, it's in the dorm.
They usually play.
Dome, so
yeah, I mean, Alabama, and Georgia. I mean, they're probably going to play like the Falcons play Mercedes-Benz.
You got
Stadium.
a prediction?
Man, after watching the way Alabama struggled against Auburn and the fact that they almost lost to LSU, the fact that the Arkansas game was, I mean, Georgia's putting up numbers and their defense is unstoppable right now. Like I can't even begin to imagine what Alabama could possibly do to them.
But is this the game that you've been saying Georgia's going to do Georgia things? They're going to end up.
It's either going to be this game or it's going to be in the playoffs. So who knows?
Are they going to be focused because they know nothing's going to really happen to us if we lose this game? And this is a big game for both teams, I think.
It is.
It is. Like
it's a bigger game for Alabama.
Yeah, and listen, man. Nick Saban better call Bill Belichick and really get that Zen mentality because, man, these past 2 weeks of Alabama football, man, have been a little nerve-wracking, especially last week against Auburn. I just don't understand it. And Bryce Young has to play perfect. He has to play perfect against this Georgia defense because, listen, man, if they get a hold of him a few times, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good at all.
Yeah, I do. Imagine being a fly on the wall for that conversation between those two.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Nick. You just I guess you just got to teach him the stiff arm.
Stiff arm, yeah.
Stiff arm.
Actually, Bill, can I speak to Mac Jones? I miss him. Let me speak to him real quick.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Oh, his name is MJ10 now.
That should be illegal. That right there.
Oh, see, no, stop it. Come on, man.
MJ in sports should be retired.
Come on, Dan. I think you understand now. I think Matt Jones is putting you into your place.
And there's a reason why I'm wearing Patriots hat tonight.
There we go. You feeling good?
Nope. I will get into that.
Okay.
I just want to go ahead and say a few things about the Patriots. It's not so much a hot take.
Is this a hot take? Oh, okay.
No. I mean, it could be if you really want it to be. I don't think it's going to be. But anyways, the Patriots, when it comes to, yes, they're on a streak now. They're winning these games, but if you really look into it, they're beating beat up teams. Okay? Beating beat up teams.
Oh, come on.
Okay?
You play who you play.
They played the Titans. Okay? They beat the Titans without Derrick Henry. Okay?
That's not our fault.
You stopped the Falcons. And I don't think Cordero Patterson he didn't play that game. Okay? You beat them 25-0. It's also the Falcons. You kicked the shit out of the Browns. We found out that it was definitely not Baker Mayfield's. Actually, yeah, we did find out it was Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, the whole team doesn't like him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think anybody likes him. Who represents him? State Farm, State Farm, or I don't even think they like him. And then you beat the Panthers with who was it? Sam Darnold still a quarterback?
Sam Darnold saw a ghost again.
The definitely seeing ghosts. Then you hop over the Chargers. You know that was like the last.
That was a big
real
win.
Good. That was the last like real win that you had.
But
before that, it was the Jets. It was the Jets. Close game with the Cowboys. You know, you barely squeaked by with the Texans. Same thing with the Bucks. You're lucky it was raining.
We're lucky that it was raining. Oh, come on, Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, let's not talk about your number 12. He's been looking.
He is. That's why he's riding the pine on my fantasy team right now. All right. I had to choose. I had to choose because somebody over here, Charles decided to drop Jalen Hurts, and I picked him up. Okay, I'm like, all right. First week, I sat Jalen Hurts. I played Brady. Brady got me like 8 points. Jalen Hurts balled out, got 35 points. So I'm like, all right, let me flip flop. Last week, both of them couldn't even barely break double digits. So I'm like, all right, this is already a loss.
But I get your take. But I have a. That's what I was gonna say. And you mentioned the Bucks. You didn't mention the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. I mean,
that game. But would you consider that a win for the Patriots? Those two games. We had Brady looking.
No, I'm not going to consider anything that was close a win. In defense of, they played to their competitor, but the Bucks had nobody on defense. Okay, they just signed a washed up Richard Sherman,
who got injured again.
Yeah. Okay. The Cowboys was a good game. That was a good game, and they should have won that game in overtime, but they didn't.
And we lost against the Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, you lost week 1 against the Dolphins, and the Dolphins just suck ass right now. I'm not. Actually, I am concerned for the Patriots.
Concerned?
Monday against the Bills.
Their cornerback is gone for the season.
Who?
White. Forget his last name. Cornerback.
Who? Don't matter. Don't matter.
I think you listen. All right, Dan. Can I ask you something?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
And
Charles.
you can be real. You can be honest with me. You're always honest.
Yes, it is Tom Brady. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, no. Okay, go ahead.
If the Patriots win Monday night,
they got to play the Bills again.
My question for everybody is, why does everybody think the Bills are like this Super Bowl contender? They're inconsistent. Josh Allen, I'm not a believer in. Diggs, that's the only guy I'm like really worried about when it comes to our defense playing against them. But at the same time, Josh Allen has to throw the ball. I'm not really worried. The Bills don't run the ball, so it's going to be very easy to get to Josh Allen. Their defense, they haven't been really playing to the capable. Listen, if you only score 6 points against the Jaguars, you can't talk to me. So my thing is, man, listen, the Patriots are on another level right now. The second best team in the AFC right now. Should be number one, because I consider them number one because the Ravens, they're not a really true number one team, but I'll give them credit because they're still up there. I think Monday night's going to show if the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl or not. Just saying. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about the Chiefs.
The only thing that's keeping the Patriots ahead of the Bills right now is the fact that they haven't had their bye week yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all. And the Bills have already had their bye.
Once we get our bye week, we're about to be rested. Oh man.
Well, they flexed the game against the Colts to Saturday night primetime game.
I'm ready for that game too.
But you have the Bills. Are you going to overlook the Colts, where the Bucks barely beat them?
No, I'm not.
Are you going to overlook the Colts to go ahead and prep for the Bills again?
But it's the Patriots. They don't overlook anybody. They take it 1 week at a time.
I think they were overlooking the Dolphins to that.
We don't mention that game.
Who is it? The Saints?
Oh my gosh! Oh,
or no, they overlooked the Jets, but they ended up kicking the shit out of the Jets.
So would you think this is a big win if they
win? I mean the AFC East is just a dog doo-doo, call it what you will, conference or division right now. The Dolphins suck. Let's get that out of the way. The Jets are complete dog shit. They played better without Zach Wilson.
They do.
They played much better.
Much better, yeah.
And to get Elijah Moore,
Mm-hmm.
who's looking like a top wide receiver without Zach Wilson. The only good thing is Zach Wilson's been reportedly working with his old quarterback coach from BYU. I don't think that's going to have any help because that's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Go from Brigham and Young to the NFL.
Yeah.
But Pats Bills on Monday, big game for the Patriots. It's a big game for both teams.
Both teams, yeah, for sure.
Both teams, and
I am worried it's in Buffalo, and that crowd is about to be insane. This is a big test for Mac Jones. I think this is the test, and it did make me a little nervous when I did see MJ 10. I'm hoping he's not getting full of himself right now.
I think he is. He just won what? Rookie of the month. Yeah.
Just don't get blown out, Patriots. If you go to keep it close.
I don't think they'll get blown out. I still think it's going to be a close game, especially looking at the Bills' past few games. I don't see them getting blown out. I mean, they're putting points on the board. They're barely putting points on the board. They're losing to shitty teams. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough to even put your finger on it because you don't know what you're going to get out of the Bills. I think what they really need to do is work on their running game.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The Bills 100% need to, Josh Allen, if you're listening, hand the ball off to Devin Singletary.
I don't know why he doesn't.
Hand it off to Breida. I don't understand. That's why I got rid of both of them on my fantasy team.
They think they're the Chiefs. They
Yeah.
think they're the Chiefs.
But, if you get that run game working for you, there's only so many balls, Dawson Knox and Stephon Diggs can catch.
Yeah.
And you went 2-3 weeks without Dawson Knox, who proved himself to be an elite tight end.
Oh, my gosh. This can be the game of the year, in my opinion. But it also can be the toughest loss of the season for the Patriots because, again, this is going to be a playoff field game. Mac Jones. The reason why I believe in Mac Jones because he's been through this before in college, and I just feel like he's just on a different level, man. I just feel like once he continues to grow, this is going to be a bigger test for him. I think this game's going to elevate him. His confidence is just going to be through the roof. The
only other thing I'm looking at is the Bills' schedule upcoming.
Yeah.
They got the Patriots,
yeah.
and then they turn around and play the Bucks.
Yeah.
And then they have back. Where are you, Cam? The Panthers.
Oh my gosh.
And they follow it back up with the Patriots.
Cam Newton, man.
So they play 2 games to the Patriots, 1 game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too confident in the Bills. And I'm not too confident in the Patriots, no matter which way you slice the cake.
I'm surprised, man. 6-game winning streak. You're not impressed, huh?
They're where they should be. They're
a lot of people have been saying that.
They're where they should be. They're playing above their own expectations right now. They're playing a lot higher than what people gave them credit for.
Defense is playing out amazing. The defense is playing amazing.
The defense is definitely helping, and especially when you get 3 interceptions a game and a pick 6.
Ooh, Jackson, man. Ooh, man.
What's going on in the game? Matt Judon. What an excellent pickup. Excellent.
Man.
He's leading the league in sacks? He's got 11? 10, 11?
Yeah,
insane.
It's crazy, man. I'm actually looking forward to see how the defense steps up. This is one of the biggest games of the season. How are they going to be prepared? And I just feel like they work because that half of that defense have been through it together. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how it goes, man. It's a big game.
It is. whatever. I'm done talking about that game.
Yeah.
Looking forward to what's already happening right now. Last I checked, okay, the Cowboys are winning 10-7.
Wow.
Right
Cowboys.
now. It was tied 7-7 probably 5-10 minutes ago. But I mean, looking forward to this week outside of, that Monday night matchup.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs and the Broncos, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Battle for the division.
And I mean, it's just another dog poop. I mean, you got the Chargers and the Bengals.
Now that's two great young quarterbacks. Joe Burrow is playing amazing, and people are not talking about the Bengals enough. But I'm not really concerned about them as a Patriots fan because they are young. So once they get to the playoffs, experience counts. You know what I mean? And Joe Burrow is a great young quarterback right now, but their whole team is young and they have a lot of good pieces, but they have a couple more years, I think, or maybe next year. You never know.
And especially, Jamar Chase started the season off so hot.
Oh my god,
so hot!
Yeah,
I have no clue what happened to him. He's dropping balls.
Yeah. And it's not like Joe Burrow's not giving it to him. He's putting it right there in the money, and Chase is just not getting it done. But teams are probably just game planning on him. You know what I mean? So their defense has stepped up. I really like what's the linebacker's name for the Bengals? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, the whole defense, man, is really impressive. Again, they're just young, and I'm just really they remind me of the Bills of last year. Good young team. They could probably get to the East. I said Eastern Conference Finals, the AFC championship game. You just never know with the AFC. AFC, anybody can be beaten, and you just never know. The Chiefs can be beaten. But I'm looking for. I want to see what your guy does from the Chargers, man. I'm really looking.
Justin Herbert.
I'm really looking to see what he needs a win, man. I don't know what's been going on with the Chargers, but they need. This is a big win. I think this can help him out because after the Chiefs game,
you see what Keenan Allen said about him?
What did he say?
He said he throws the ball way too hard. But he also said, I don't care how fast you throw the fucking ball, just throw it how you want it.
Throw it how you want it. And I think this is you can probably agree to this too. This is probably one of the biggest games for them this season. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what the record is for the Chargers. They're in the playoff hunt still, right?
I think they have the wild card.
Okay.
Semi locked up. They're 6-5 right now.
6-5. So
they should be a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's one team that actually utilizes their running backs. Austin Eckler is just insane.
Yeah,
he puts up crazy numbers. Jared Cook hasn't been doing too much at the tight end position.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen's balling out. Who was it? Melvin Gordon. I mean, it's a great team. They just need to start putting pieces together and actually just start doing what they should be doing and beating the shit out of everybody.
I don't know. You know what's interesting to me? I don't know why in the NFL, like, there's the trades. Like, why haven't there been any, some type of trades like it? I always wondered that with football, NFL. Like, it's not like the NBA where it's like, oh, this person's been traded. Like, this player wants to be. I just don't.
There wasn't much movement at the deadline.
Yeah,
honestly, there really wasn't. I mean, it was Von Miller. That was the biggest trade.
Certain teams need a lot of help, man. I just don't get it. And the Rams, clearly, you would think, and it's been true. Everybody's been saying that the all-star team for football doesn't really work. Mm-hmm. In the NBA, you can get away with that. Look at the Rams, man. They've lost 3 straight?
Mm-hmm.
3 straight games with that talent. That's not good.
I mean, Odell's, they came off that bye week. He got what? He scored a touch. Did he score a touchdown?
He scored a touchdown last week against the Packers, yeah. But it was BS time during the game.
I know. Well, same thing happened with Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I know the touchdown.
Oh man. I mean, there's not really much I'm liking from a fan's perspective, and from even just like watching a game. You got the Cardinals going against the Bears. That should be an easy game for the Cardinals. What I want to see is DeAndre Hopkins healthy.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray.
Yeah. And Kyler Murray, yeah, for sure. But they've been winning games without him. They've been winning games.
They have. And what the hell is going on with the Seahawks?
Man, and I saw with Russell Wilson after the game. He's like, man, I really love this team. This team is so great. They work hard every day. Come on, man. Just say you want to leave. Yeah. Just say you want to leave, bro. Just say you want to go somewhere. I don't know what team. Well, I'm not going to say that because Russell Wilson, anybody would want a Russell Wilson on the team. But I'm trying to think like there's a lot of, well, actually, no. Who can Russell Wilson go to?
Well, let's see. Houston has Tyrod Taylor.
He doesn't want to go to Houston.
Washington's still looking for a quarterback.
Oh, what if no, San Francisco, they already got their quarterback.
James Garoppolo.
Oh, maybe how about Cleveland?
I mean, yeah, you need to get rid of Baker
already. Yeah, that defense is good. All you gotta do is get Russell Wilson. Oh, you all set.
But I think part of the reason, outside of Russ Wilson getting injured during the season, I think a lot of it had to play from this offseason.
Oh, yeah.
Him putting up a huge stink. I want out. And I think that comes from, a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Not just football. You look and see what just happened over here with the Bruins. You had what's his name? Not Charlie. Was it? No. Not Charlie McAvoy. Man, I'm gonna absolutely kill myself right now.
I've been forgetting names lately too. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh man, what's his name? Jake DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk wants. He came out and openly said, "I want to trade. I want out of the system, and I want to be traded." It's like, if you go ahead and say something like that, I mean, it's professional sports. You're not going to get a trade right off the bat. You're not going to have teams calling right up at you. You're not going to be out the door.
Yeah.
The fact that you came out and said that messes with the locker room. It goes to show you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Your mind is elsewhere, your head's elsewhere, and you're looking at other teams. But at the same time, if you want to trade, you better showcase something to go ahead and prove to these other teams, hey, this is what I have to offer your team.
Yeah.
Take it. And that's one of the things that I said in the offseason about Cam Newton. I said, I think this is his showcase to show other teams, because I do not see him being a starter.
You saw what he did last week.
Cam being Cam.
Oh, I feel bad for Cam right now. He had that one great game when he came back, and then 2 straight. And especially last week, he was the worst quarterback last week in the NFL. I forget what his rating was, his QB rating, but it was like
it was like 30 or 29.
Yeah, 29. It was like
something super low.
And he was like, "Yeah, just because you have a Cam Newton on your team doesn't mean you're gonna win." It's like, man, like maybe it's just the fact that you don't have it anymore. I'm sorry. I know. And that wasn't.
Can you repeat that?
I think Cam. I'm not saying Cam should retire, but meaning as a starting quarterback in the NFL, Cam. Man, I respect you. You're one of my favorite NFL players of all time. Just the way you changed the game, your mentality, your approach to the game. But man, listen, keep getting your money, but I think you need to take a step back. And I've been saying it, Dan. I've been consistent. I said if he plays behind a Tom Brady, a Russell Wilson, guys, Patrick Mahomes, guys that have won it and have gotten to that level. Now, again, Cam is a Hall of Famer in my opinion. He's changed the game of football. He hasn't won one, but he's been to the Super Bowl. But that was years ago, man. That was 2014, 15.
Yeah. No, he came out. What? He came out in 2015.
What
Yeah,
was
it was
that?
2015.
Yeah, 2015 went to the Super Bowl, man, and got cracked by the Broncos. So it's just like, Cam,
Yeah,
man, maybe
cracked by
think
that
about
big
it.
forehead, Peyton Manning.
Oh, so think about it, man. If he learns from a Brady, learns from a Patrick Mahomes, learns from all these quarterbacks that's been it. Hell, fucking Jimmy Garoppolo has gone to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's just learn it, man. But again, if he couldn't learn in New England, he can't. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know, man.
Somebody just chimed in. That's the ghost of Cam out there.
That is the ghost of Cam out there. I agree with you because like Cam is, again, like I said, he's one of my favorites. I had him as MVP in the beginning of the season, and clearly he took a step back. Yeah, that didn't happen. But I still believe in him, but not as a starter quarterback anymore. He needs to work on.
And like I said, he should be playing that Taysom Hill type.
I'm telling you,
of position. You know, Taysom Hill. I mean, so many people butcher names. I hear people call him Taysom. I hear people call him Taysom.
Taysom.
Whatever. Taysom. But
yeah,
I think Cam Newton, if he's fully mobile and he can actually run the ball, I would love to see him at a tight end position.
I can see him. I can see him as that, or a running back. Hell, does he look a step slower to you?
Man, he's been looking a step slower. I said that last year. I'm like, just watching some of these highlights. He tries to run the ball, and you watch him dragging his feet. He's dragging his feet. He can't even he can't even lift his feet up.
Do you think he should retire?
I think the CFL.
Oh, come on,
man! That's just like the MLS of
that's
soccer.
true.
That's the MLS of football,
But his ego. He's not gonna. His pride is not gonna let him go there.
Yeah, but he's also got a lot of things in the works, and not to mention the fact that he could. I mean, I don't see him potentially being some sort of quarterback coach anywhere, but I mean, he could launch his own. He could launch his own clothing line, fashion line.
Hey, don't do that to my guy, man. Don't do that to my guy.
Man, imagine seeing people walking down the runway like New York City Fashion Week or whatever the hell they call it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it, man. Come on, man. Cam Newton is.
Look at this guy. This guy's calling me. Cam doesn't have the wheels anymore.
Hey,
I don't think he'd be a good route runner or a good route runner for a tight end. I mean,
so are we saying that he needs to retire? I mean,
at this point, I would definitely agree. I would definitely agree. He.
So if he announced his retirement, you're happy with that?
I mean, either way, I'm still gonna fall asleep the same way I did last night, and I'm just like a normal person. I put my underwear on first, and then I put my pants on.
So your guy Brady needs to retire today?
No, he still has it.
How? These past two games, man.
You can't. Are you comparing Cam Newton
against
to Tom Brady?
Hold on.
Hold on.
He lost.
Tom Brady. You're gonna compare Tom Brady.
Who's the reason why he got 7? What's the real GOAT?
Six are because.
What's the real GOAT's name? What's the GOAT's name? Bill.
Well, clearly not. Bill should have won last year with Cam Newton.
Oh, 8 guys retired. I mean, 8 guys.
Did you hear the crap that what's his name? Dude, I'm doing this, and it's super easy. Julian Edelman said.
What did he say?
he goes, Yeah, once I announced my retirement, Tom called me and tried to recruit me down to Tampa.
Did he say that really?
Yeah. Yeah, he said that on the Manning
We
cast.
called it.
He
We
said that on the
called it.
Manning cast. I'm like, dude, first of all, get your head out of Tom Brady's ass, okay? And if you follow him on Instagram, he's still like, I get it, dude. Not many people get to say that they played professional football or professional sports or even semi-professional sports, but you're still sitting there posting your old highlights, your old clips, and you're doing this. First of all, I must say he's a terrible gambler. He puts out his picks for the week, and let's just say they're not good. And listen, if you're following and you're a gambling person, fade Julian Edelman. Hashtag fade Jules.
Hey, come on. Julian Edelman is a legend in the Pats Nation. Legend.
Yeah, but he also cried when he didn't get his tribute during that Bucks game.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see Tommy.
Come on, man. If the catch, you remember the catch?
Yeah, I do remember the catch, and he was, as a Patriots fan, I'm sorry, he was down. Sorry.
What? Put up the hot take, please, for yourself.
For myself?
For yourself, please.
Julian Edelman was down during the catch.
Stop it. Are you serious, Dan?
Yeah, he was down. His knee was down.
Oh my gosh! I am take off the hat, man. You don't deserve to wear a Patriots hat right now, man. Do you hear that, Pats Nation? Do you hear this nonsense? Oh my God! Another team that's not even irrelevant is irrelevant right now.
Excuse me. We're playing in the Pac-12 championship tomorrow.
Nah, blase. Like, come on.
And all I gotta say is when Georgia beats Alabama on Saturday.
Oh, here we go.
Alabama will no longer be in. I can't wear this hat and headphones at the same time.
You could wear your Patriots hat back on. I just don't. I don't get where I'm hearing right now. What is going on? Hey, shout out Cyrus. Like,
I'm still waiting for him to respond to me.
What is going? Dan, he was down.
Yeah, I'm taking this off.
Oh, come on.
Oh, even Reese chimed in and says, no, he was not.
See, he wasn't down.
I'm going to pull a clip up. I'm going to post it on the gram.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe this is shocking. I don't even think you're a Patriots fan anymore. When Brady left, I think you left too.
I left my body.
I want the Patriots to win the Super Bowl right now. And I don't want you at the parade.
Listen, if
I don't want you at the parade.
Trust me, there won't be a parade anytime soon. But a lot of people are talking about this possible GOAT versus GOAT bowl.
What's that?
The Patriots versus the Bucks.
Oh, Patriots will smack them. This Bucks team right now, the Bucks team that are lying.
They have let's see. It's not the first Sunday in February anymore. It's now the second due to the extra week.
Yeah.
So they do have 2 months to get healthy.
Do you trust AB?
AB suspended.
That's what I'm saying. Do you trust him to not get suspended again? You see what I'm saying?
He hasn't even played in like 6 weeks.
Gronk is old. Brady's old. Their defense is horrible. Mac Jones, I'm sorry, I'm about to say it.
Hold up. No, okay. Go ahead.
If Mac Jones wins a Super Bowl this year as a rookie, Brady needs to open that door for him. He needs to open that door for him. He needs to open their door and say, "Oh, welcome, Mac Jones. Welcome to GOAT territory. Welcome to GOAT territory." If Mac Jones wins as a rookie, you don't think Brady should answer that door?
He ain't gonna do it. The last rookie to make a playoff appearance was who? Russell Wilson?
Come on, Mac Jones. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. as my guy. You're my guy. But I'm a little disappointed in you right now.
I love stirring the pot.
But actually, you've been doing this. The Patriots have been winning, so keep going. Keep with that same energy.
Hey, Patriots shutout coming in on Monday night.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
I mean, have you watched? I haven't even watched the second or the third episode of The Man in the Arena. I only watched the first.
No,
one
I haven't
driving
watched
to work.
the first. I haven't watched the first.
I mean, I've only seen one episode, and I talked about it 2 weeks ago. So
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's like living here. You already know what happened. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you already had Tom versus time.
Yeah,
it's like if this was the off season and people wanted football related content, absolutely drop it. But here
not
you
during
are,
the season.
mid season, and you're out here dropping The Man in the Arena.
He's not focused, and you can see by his play, he's not focused anymore. I think we have to say this might be Brady's last year was probably his last chance, his last like chance of winning. I'm being dead serious. The NFC's getting harder. The AFC's but the NFC's getting harder, and Brady can't even beat the Saints. So it's just like, wow. I think he's done. I'm not calling him washed. I think he's done winning championships, and it's okay. Let MJ 10 come in here, and hey, people are saying he's the next up and coming, and he has it. He's not scared of Brady. He's not scared. Mac Jones is about to win a Super Bowl. You know what? Hot take. Mac Jones, the Patriots winning a Super Bowl this year. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Right now, Mac Jones is winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna predict it's gonna be the Chiefs versus Patriots in the AFC Championship game in New England. Patriots win 32-29. Patriots then play the Packers and beat the Packers 33-30. Mac Jones wins the MVP, first rookie to ever win.
You think the Packers are going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. They've shown it. That bad man, he's a bad man. You can't say he's not a bad man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. So
I just gave so much spitting right now.
There is.
This is like, what is?
I'm being dead serious.
We take a week off and we come back hitting it like this. Holy shit!
Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Patriots winning the Super Bowl.
I don't know, dude.
Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Who are we scared of in the AFC? Who are you scared of in the AFC? No one you should be scared of in the AFC.
The AFC. I mean, no.
See.
I mean, it's
Patrick
just going to come.
Mahomes is the only person.
Yeah, it's just going to come back to the Chiefs. I mean, the Steelers suck.
Oh my gosh!
Somebody, please get Najee Harris. Like,
oh my gosh,
on a good team.
I feel bad for Mike Tomlin because this is not a Mike Tomlin team.
No,
they usually play
dismantled.
tough.
You know, everything fell apart when Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell left.
Oh my! Who Le'Veon? Who? Where is this guy right now?
Yeah. He's. I think he's a free agent. Didn't he sign with either the Panthers or
the Ravens? I think.
Yeah, it was, and then
got cut.
Yeah, they took him right back. They took him right down.
He wasn't happy with the Chiefs. He said, "Ed, what's his name? What's the coach's name? What's the Chiefs coach's name? Ed Reed? No, Ed Reed. What's his name? Andy Reid.
Andy Reid
was a piece of crap, basically. That's what he said. And he wasn't
happy. All he cares about is a buffet.
So Le'Veon Bell, you were one of the best running backs of all, and not all time, but in the game, and you just let everything. You went to New York, where I'm just like,
I went to the Jets.
I mean, you got the money, but I'm like, come on, man, the Jets.
Nobody wants to go to the Jets.
No one wants to go to the Jets. Come on.
Nobody wants to even step foot in New York.
Yeah, my gosh, man. So I don't know, man. The Steelers are a disappointment, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not really scared of anybody besides the Chiefs. And if the Bills show us something this Monday, if they blow us off the roof, I'm like, okay, we have a challenge. We accept the challenge. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's all I just wanted to say. Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Bill Belichick ties with Brady as who has won this breakup, and we'll see how it goes after that.
I mean,
and I don't want you at the parade. Dan.
That's fine. There ain't gonna be a parade. Should we be concerned about the Ravens?
No, they can't score. They can't play defense. They win by luck all season. They've been winning by luck all season. By luck.
Yeah, that terrible Lamar Jackson performance last week.
Oh my gosh. He tweeted saying he needs to get in the lab. Yeah, you do. You need to get back in the lab because Lamar, you're predictable. And I don't believe in the Ravens. They're not a true number one team.
No.
Right now. They're not a true number one team.
And the Titans can't pull anything together.
I feel bad for them, yeah.
And the only other option outside of the AFC North and South is the West, and that leads to either the Chiefs. I mean, it's such a close race between all four teams. The Chiefs are one game ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
and then you have the Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. They all have the same record of 6-5.
Listen, that's a big game coming up with the Broncos and Chiefs. That's going to determine a lot, and we can end up playing. The Patriots can end up playing the Broncos in the AFC Championship. Can you imagine that?
I don't want to.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But that ain't gonna happen.
Oh man, I love it though. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, man. Your boy Brady needs to step it up. He better not lose against who they're playing this week. They're playing the Falcons. Don't lose against the Falcons, man.
And if you even let the Falcons score on you, I'm sorry, Tony. Your time is up.
Oh, we are coming out firing. This week's episode is shots fired. Shots.
I like that.
Yeah.
Shots fired. We gotta.
Oh yeah, I like that. Shots fired Thursday.
We need something. I don't know. We'll think of something.
I like that. Shots fired.
Shots fired Saturday. Shots fired Sunday.
Ooh.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know. I think. Well, we have some things in the works. Coming this upcoming year.
We're excited about.
We're going to be expanding into certain categories and other certain specialty areas.
Yeah.
As you've seen, what we've been doing on Mondays with Charles Reese, the basketball show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of basketball, what's up with LeBron James?
So it just came out that now he's eligible to play again because his tests came back. All his tests were false. Was it false positive? So was it called false negative? No, false positive. Yeah. And now he's eligible to come back. And it's weird because the past few weeks he got in a fight. Well, he didn't get in a fight, but he smacked.
Oh man, he ran like a little baby. Russell Westbrook came right in. He's like, he straight up punched it.
Oh yeah, he deserved to get suspended. He deserved to get suspended.
But then he came out a few nights later, and I guess those people on the bench.
A fan was talking. Yeah, they said something crazy.
They said I hope Bronny dies in a car crash.
Yeah, I would have. I'm surprised.
I would have lost it too. But I mean, at that point, you're a professional athlete. You should. I mean, people talk shit about you all the time. People talk about rich. You like
you're rich.
But did you see that girl walking off the floor? She's like,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Like, come on, you don't say that about anybody's child. You don't say that.
Yeah.
And we understand that because we both have kids, and we would know how we would react if someone even
Ron
said,
Artest.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye, Meta World Peace. And Ron Artest, all right?
No, in this freedom. We're not doing no freedom. No. Nah, but I feel like LeBron's been tested. I forgot after that with the crowd, with the fans, Stewart, he got COVID. He gets COVID. I feel like something else happened to him. Something else happened to LeBron. Oh, he got fined. He got fined $15,000 because he hit a shot and he did a move that Sam Cassell created, and I guess it's yeah. You know, so he got fined with that, and he's been having this mentality, the NBA versus me and stuff. And listen, I don't know. LeBron's had a bad few weeks, so we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know. Like, you know, Kyrie's still not around. You know, it's just I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now with the world in general, man. The world in general is getting. Everybody stay safe, please. Everybody stay safe.
Stay away from unicorn.
Unicorn. What's it called? Amarion. Was it?
Amarion. From B2B. What was that band?
B2. Man, we're so old. B2K, I think. Yeah,
B2K.
Yeah, B2K. I think it's called. What's it called? America? Not America. Whatever it is called. Omicron. Whatever.
This is called. Like the 5th regeneration of this virus. Like, enough of it, please. Just
feels like a. I don't know where they come with these names. It's like Digimon characters or something.
Yeah, like these are Pokemon characters. Hey, did you get the new Omicron? I got him holographic. First edition, level 45. He spits hot fire like Dylon. He rips and he rhymes, he rhymes and he rips. This is the way that Dylon spits.
Oh,
a sugar man.
Oh man.
Sorry, folks.
Oh,
we have fun.
We have fun on here. It's fun. It's all jokes. Oh man, that is hilarious. That was a good one. I'm curious to see what the next one's gonna be about. What's the next name that's gonna come out? I'm very curious to see.
Yeah. What's like the most obscure name that you can think of?
They're gonna start doing like towns and now and stuff. And I don't know what's gonna happen. They're gonna name like
it's
you got that
Boston
new
variant.
You got the new Peabody. You got the new Lynn. Like what? How'd it go from?
Here comes the Santa Fe. Watch out now. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time.
These are jokes. We want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be safe.
Yes. 6 feet apart. Masks.
6 feet apart.
Bubble boy.
Bubble boy, yeah, we're it's all jokes. It's all jokes. Oh man.
Politics aside,
right. But yeah, I don't know. That was our NFL talk.
Yeah.
Let's get to the good stuff.
I don't know. I kind of want to throw some potential gambling out there.
Okay.
A couple of gambling spots if anybody's interested in this college championship weekend.
Well, I wonder what the spread is like.
Georgia, Michigan. I think I saw it was like a 10 or 11. Let me look real quick.
Georgia, Michigan?
No. Yeah, Georgia,
like,
Alabama.
Alabama's out.
They're soon to be. I mean, yeah. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. We shall return. Okay, so I'm only gonna do this because it's Alabama. And
Roll Tide.
because it's Oregon. I'm gonna go after these. I got 4 games lined up. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll start off with Georgia, Alabama. Okay. It is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, by the way.
Let's go, George. I mean, let's go, Alabama.
Just briefly looking at it, their last 3 games, Alabama has completely creamed them, head to head. Against the spread wise, everything's tied up 1-1-1. Now, that being said, the line opened at 4. It's now 6.5. Alabama is 6-6 on the season against the spread. Georgia is 8-4. Georgia's undefeated. Now, Georgia's 5-0 straight up last 5 games. Alabama's 5-0 straight up last 5 games. And they're 5-0 straight up its last 5 games playing Georgia. Granted, college football, different teams, understood.
Right.
The one thing I'm going to look at when it comes to this game in particular is the total. The line right now is 49.5. That is very low.
Very
low. Going based on trends alone, the total has gone over in 8 of Georgia's last 9 games against Alabama. So, Georgia's defense being as good as it is, but Alabama, their last game, Auburn, it's typical though. That's a typical Iron Bowl. It's all, I think this game is going to go over that 49.5.
Oh yeah.
The spread 6.5 right now. The line opened at 4. I think Georgia's gonna cover the spread. Actually, hold on, take that back. Alabama's gonna cover the spread. They're gonna cover the 6.5 right now. So get on it now. I like it. I like it as low as I would say 5. If it gets down to 5, it opened at 4 for a reason. But I would take the over 49.5 that game. I think both teams are going to put up 30 easily.
Or it could go either way in this game.
It could.
Because if you think about it, Georgia played Georgia Tech. And
that's an easy layup. That's a layup.
But I felt like how they played was to send Alabama a message. And how Alabama played.
I gotta stop right now for 1 second. Breaking news. Memphis defeats OKC. Okay. The largest margin of victory in NBA history. Memphis beat OKC 152-79. A 73-point deficit. That is insane.
Can you imagine if someone would have just bet that, say, yes, Memphis is going to win by 70 points tonight?
Yeah, and that spread, if you put $1 on that, you'd probably win $1 million. No, I don't think they made alternate lines that.
No, I don't think so either. No, but you never know.
You never know.
You never know. Oh man,
going back to you with Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah, and I just felt like Alabama. Yes, like you said, man, it's just a typical ball game, but like I just felt like Alabama played like they were already thinking about Georgia. You get what I'm saying? And but Georgia played like, listen, we're sending you a message, even though it's Georgia Tech, but we're still sending you a message, Alabama. Like, we're ready for you.
Oh yeah.
it's just really like you know who the key factor is for Georgia?
Who?
Stetson Bennett.
The man can do it all.
And against
He
Bryce
can
Young,
sack,
yeah,
he can run the ball. He can conduct a school band.
4 touchdowns last week. He has to play good because Bryce, and I said it in the beginning of the show, Bryce Young cannot, and I repeat, cannot have a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to have one of those 5 touchdowns TD games. He needs to have one of those big rushing yard games because I'm at the point where when I see negative 23 yards, even though it's not that big of a deal, but against this Georgia defense, you're going to have to play smart football. And I know that's what Nick Saban is saying, mistake-free football this week. And against this defense, man, like you know what it's going to be like? The first quarter, you know how big games start. Both teams are going to fill each other out. It's probably going to be 0-0 by the end of the first quarter, just off of both teams' great defense. But then they're going to start picking it up. The first player, the first team, that makes a mistake is going to win this game, I think.
I like that.
I think because I just feel like when I see Stetson Bennett play like he played last week, it makes me nervous, and I'm a little nervous. Seeing Bryce Young play makes me nervous. Made me nervous last week. So, I'm waiting to see, how I feel when the game comes. But, I just really hope that we can win it. Well, I'm not gonna say we because you're not an Alabama guy, but I'm hoping that
I got that hat somewhere.
I'm hoping my Roll Tide somewhere. Hoping my Roll Tide can pull it off, and I'm excited for this game, man. And I know you and Reese are gonna. I know you and shout out our guy Reese. I know you're gonna. Y'all both are gonna text me if something happens with Alabama.
No, I will not. I will not.
You won't?
No.
Oh,
I won't.
you.
I won't.
Thank you. Thank you.
I already know they're gonna lose. It's just not gonna be that much. Yes, that's one game on me. Second game. Yeah. I always say this. I never. If I'm gonna bet a game, I don't bet because I'm a fan. Mm-hmm. I don't bet because I like a team.
Yeah.
I go based on numbers.
Yeah.
I never do this, but I like Oregon.
Okay.
I like Oregon. I like them in this rematch. I like them at a neutral site in Vegas. I love it. I love it. The line opened at 3, got bet down to 2.5. People are putting a lot of money on Oregon. That right there is where I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to take Oregon plus 2.5. Sprinkle a little on the money line. Okay. But a lot of people are going to say this game's going to go under. Total's 58. I think based off of that last game we played against them, and they just shoved it right down our throats, this is redemption. This is redemption at its finest. If you want any possible chance of somehow creeping into the college football playoff, first of all, you need Houston to go ahead and beat Cincinnati. You need Alabama. You need Alabama to beat Georgia. Okay, you need Michigan to just somehow fall off the face of the earth. And Ohio State they just need to lose. All these teams need to lose. The stars could possibly align. Okay, but if you lose this one, you're done. You're done. But this is one game I do like Oregon. I mean, yes, I'm a fan. I want them to win. I always want them to win, even when they have a shitty team like last year. Well, it wasn't a shitty team. It was more of the quarterback didn't fit with the system.
Right.
But this is one matchup I love. This is a redemption spot. You got absolutely humiliated. But the game was at Utah. This right here is going to be a make or break for them. Oregon 6-1 straight up the last 7 games. Utah, they're 5-0 their last 5.
Their defense
the the total has gone over in both of their 7 of their last 9 games when playing each other. I mean, what I say, I think I like the under. But at the same time, this could be an absolute shootout. Could be like Ohio State all over again.
AB is gonna have to play well.
He is. And that last game against them, that's absolutely, he got that easy layup against, well, it wasn't really an easy layup against Oregon State because, yeah, they were kicking the shit out of them at halftime, and then Oregon State decided to come
back,
come somewhat relatively close. But Utah, they're turning into a really good program right now. But this is the redemption game we're looking for. This is what Oregon is looking for, and I do see it in this game. This is an all or nothing game.
Yeah.
The Pac-12 championship is on the line, and I would love to see it.
Especially for our guy Spence.
And he needs some targets. AB, if you're listening, get the man the ball.
He can ball.
There's a reason why Micah Pittman left Oregon, and who knows where he's going to go. But I would hate to see this much talent leave.
Yeah,
and just go to waste.
Yeah,
that's what I have for that game.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, Michigan, Iowa. Okay. It's at Lucas Oil Stadium. Michigan are 11-point favorites right now. If you're going to put your money on anything right now, I would take Iowa. Iowa plus 11. Because Michigan is that number 2 seed for a reason. Yes, they want to win. They want to win the championship. They want to win the national title. But at the same time,
not gonna happen.
They're gonna get the lead. They're gonna coast. I was trying to prove something. I don't know what they're trying to prove at this point. They're 10-2 with no possible way into a playoff.
Sucks.
But Michigan, they're a good team when it comes to betting them against the spread. But I think this final game, Iowa's going to cover that 11. Ooh. And I do think, Michigan's going to win. I think they'll win by a touchdown.
Really?
That's what I have for this game alone.
After a big win of last week, I think they can put up more points than that. Would they drop 42 last week? 32. Sorry,
they could, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and get up there and coast. And that's it's kind of like what they 42. Do during these bowl games. These teams that are in contention. Well, I mean, last year was just terrible. I remember. I think it was the first episode I recorded. I was watching the Clemson Ohio State game. I'm just wow! I can't believe this is happening right in front of my eyes. I picked Clemson and Alabama, and Clemson on the win. That didn't happen.
Hey, Clemson had a nice game last week.
Clemson. Are they even in the top 25?
No, hell no. What has happened? But a side note, what has happened to RBC?
We were high on them. They had, I was just thinking about this prior to us, coming on tonight. Let me just pop this up real quick. BC, believe it or not, the ACC was probably the most open it has ever been. Mm-hmm. The most open it has ever been in quite some time, with Clemson taking that back seat. Wake Forest came out of nowhere.
Bro.
Pittsburgh came out of nowhere. I thought North Carolina was going to be good.
Yep.
I thought Virginia Tech was going to be good. Who would have thought you would see Pittsburgh and Wake Forest in the ACC championship? Who?
Should have
Did
been
you?
BC. It should have been
Did you?
BC.
Exactly. And yeah, a few notable wins from BC outside of those two first three easy layup games.
They were 3-0. Yeah.
They beat Missouri in what, overtime?
UMass. They beat.
They lost to Clemson, but only by 6. NC State had a decent team. I'm not going to call them a great
That's a
team.
beatable team. They should.
It is a beatable team. The thing that really got them was, you lost to Syracuse, and you got absolutely you got embarrassed by Wake Forest, and Florida State came in here and beat you.
Did we get too cocky did they get too cocky? Or was it injuries?
I think it had something to do that kid, that wide receiver Zay Flowers. He's a phenomenal. Like, I don't know what it is about BC, but BC puts out some great talent.
Yeah, they do.
You see it when you go ahead and look at AJ Dillon playing for the Packers, and I called it the first few years I watched AJ Dillon play for BC. I said, this kid's going to the NFL, and just hearing. It was like every game. He was like the Troy Dye of Oregon right now. Every single game he was getting 2-3 touchdowns. So you knew right there from the jump he was going to be something, and there he was. But I think we were riding this team a little too high.
We were, man,
and
it's disappointing.
It is, because who knows what Clemson's going to do during this offseason. What's going to happen? Everybody was high on DJ Ugalele, but I didn't see too much out of him. He fell, he ended up being flat-footed. North Carolina, I'm still very impressed with Sam Howell's performance.
Yeah, they're building something in North Carolina. Yeah,
they are.
Something.
They are. Sam Howell, I think he broke the record for North Carolina. I think he broke it last year, but he broke his own record for touchdown passes and passing yards. He's a phenomenal quarterback. Outside of that, BC, it was just a letdown.
But when we had Xavier here, you heard him. He was speaking like they were about to really turn up this season and really just go after it, man. And we felt that. We felt it. You know what I mean? Look what the women's basketball team is doing.
They are tearing up. But listen, when we talk to Kayla, when we talk to Taylor Swole, okay, they said this conference is a joke.
It is. Yeah.
That's what they said. They openly admitted it. But at the same time, they're 6-1.
They lost? Oh yeah, they did lose once. They did lose once.
6-1.
6-1, man.
I don't know. I think. How's the men's basketball team doing?
Oh, why do you think we haven't mentioned them? They're not.
Jared Dudley. That's all I gotta say. That was the last time BC was good.
Listen, I love the swag of the women's team. They just have a different type of energy going on right now. And we were saying we thought that the football team and the women's basketball team was gonna, and again the women's basketball team are holding their own, but I just thought this football team, man, was. And they came different in the beginning of the season, and
it didn't help. Phil Jerkovic got injured.
That's what I'm saying. Like the injuries, yeah. And I do like when I still see them post stuff before the games. They still look like they're having fun. But man, it must really suck that you're not in the ACC championship games right now. Like conversation, you know what I mean?
But that's been like that for a long time.
For a long time, yeah, I know.
And that's the thing that I'll go back to it every single week. It sucks living up here where nobody watches college football.
No,
because this is the product you get. You get UMass, you get
BC,
Colgate, BC. BU doesn't have a football team anymore. Outside of that, you have these D3 schools.
It's tough, man. And hey, they need to start adding some football teams to these community colleges, man. Like
That would be nice,
right? I don't get why. I mean,
they got the basketball teams going.
yeah,
They got
why
baseball
not?
teams.
Why not add the football teams to these community colleges and see what can happen? You know what I'm saying? See, and that's
That
where
just makes too much sense because then they
Yeah.
know they would make a lot more money. Getting
Right.
people to come play and selling
Yeah.
sport. You know, they.
I don't know, man.
I
Bunker
don't
Hill
know.
can be one of the best football teams because Bunker Hill has a good basketball program. And if you drive past their campus, it looks like a university. You know what I mean? If you
It
go,
does.
you know what I mean? But all these local schools, Massasoit Community College in Brockton, Roxbury Community Colleges, like all these, build a football field for these schools, man, and see what can happen. Maybe BC can get more recruitments from and more, you know what I mean? All these other schools that can
That's where a lot of people go. They go to a lot of these junior colleges. They go to all these JUCO schools,
JUCO
and
schools,
they start picking them up. They start picking some of these kids up. Look at Julian Edelman.
I know.
Julian Edelman went to JUCO.
Yeah. Well, you can't talk positive about him right now, and then you were talking.
I'm just saying. Okay. I told the story. I told the story before about how I saw him with this pop-up shop in
Oh, you did,
the
yeah.
South Shore Mall, and he, like I said, he just wants to be Tom Brady so badly. You know, he even comes out with the JE11, which the logo looks exactly the same as TB12. Like,
Let
be
him
original.
dream. Let him
I don't-
dream, bro.
He has wet dreams every night.
Man, what if we're trying to get him on the show, man?
Ain't happening.
Yeah.
Hey, Jules, how you doing? I love you. You're the best. I've never talked shit about you.
Oh man.
I only have one more game.
Let's go.
Baylor, Oklahoma State.
Ooh, they had a good game last week.
Baylor?
Was it Baylor? Oklahoma State, right?
Oklahoma State did.
Yeah,
yes,
Oklahoma
they
State.
did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The line is 5.5. I told you 3 weeks ago I like Baylor.
You did.
And I'm going to tell you again right now, I like Baylor.
Mm.
I like Baylor. I'm not going to say they're going to win, but they will cover the 5.5.
Mm.
That's the thing about these championship games. A lot of these underdogs cover the spread at least.
Yeah. Well, because they don't have nothing else to play for. Yeah.
Oklahoma State has something to play for.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State does have they do have something to play for, mainly because they're ranked number 5.
Baylor?
No, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. They're ranked number 5.
I think so.
I thought they were like number 8 or something like that.
No, they're number 5. Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I see it right now. Yeah, number 5.
So you have number 1 Georgia, number 2 Michigan, number 3 Alabama, Cincinnati, and then Oklahoma State.
Cincinnati,
followed by Notre Dame. How big of a slap in the face was Brian Kelly to that team?
Oh man,
how big of a slap. I'm not saying I hate Notre Dame, mainly because it completes the Boston stereotype. You have to be a Notre Dame fan to live in the town. Whatever. To go ahead and think your coach left you with a week to go.
That's effed up.
To go ahead and take over at LSU
with his nice little suit press conference. College sports is so funny to me sometimes though. You see the politics in it. You see it's like, oh yeah, I can just dip on my team anytime I want and pick another team and just look at them and actually give praise to another team on how you're gonna be able to build up this program, and knowing that you have one more game left, and it's like, how I just don't get how they can just as players. If you're a player, how would you feel right now? How would you be feeling?
I would love it because there's still being the number 6 team in the college football rankings.
Right, yeah.
There's still that possibility. I mean, as of now, You're a New Year's Six team. I think there's still potential to go ahead and make the college football playoff. He's not going to be able to coach.
He will feel like
imagine. Well, I mean, last year was the exposure year, if you will. Clemson got exposed by Ohio State. Notre Dame got exposed by Alabama. And then Alabama exposed Ohio State. Those three teams were frauds. Notre Dame, conference-less Notre Dame. Oh, wait, it's championship weekend. Do they have an independent league championship? Do they have that? I don't know. Do they? Do they? Yeah. I don't think they do that. This is not a participation trophy league. Sorry. The only thing is to even think about is Iowa beating Michigan, Cincinnati losing to Houston.
Not gonna happen.
And Alabama losing to Georgia.
Not gonna happen.
And if all of that happens, if Alabama loses to Georgia,
I keep repeating that.
You can say no, because I'm just going to go backwards from what I just said. Alabama's popping out of that top four. Cincinnati loses to Houston. Cincinnati will get popped out because they were in they were outside of the top four for a long time because of their strength of schedule. And because of the fact that they're not in a Power 5 conference, the fact that they are part of the AAC. If Iowa beats Michigan, Michigan's what? 11. Yeah, they only have one loss.
One loss, yeah.
No, they're number 2 for a reason. And who else? If Oklahoma State loses to Baylor, Notre Dame has a possible shot of getting into the college football playoff. But that also leans on
they have to win.
When the bowl season comes upon us, what's going to go on with these bowl games?
Right.
So I don't know. That's what I have. Outside of Brian Kelly, how do you feel about Lincoln Riley headed out to USC?
So how that with that puts not Lincoln Riley, but like just give me a brief with the Brian Kelly situation. So I haven't really read into it, but like was that the main goal for him to leave already?
It's not the first time Brian Kelly has left the program.
Right.
Put it that way. So it was bound to happen again. I think a lot has to do with the fact that he's going to see a bigger paycheck. He's going to be able to get better recruits. That's what a lot of people are saying. You know, Brian Kelly said, I'm going to be able to recruit better players. And, due to being in the SEC and you get all this good stuff in the SEC facilities and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you recruited all these players to come and play for you over the past couple of years. And now you're saying, you're basically saying that Notre Dame, I'm going to say it because I hate Notre Dame. Notre Dame's doo-doo. But you being the head coach, in recruiting these kids, that's a slap in the face to the kids, their parents, their teachers, and the fan base.
What?
Yeah.
It's just people are just throwing it under the rug. Like it's like,
oh,
they're not.
Oh no.
Brian Kelly's getting the smoke.
Listen, if you go on Instagram and you search Brian Kelly on Instagram, you'll see at least, I don't know, 1 million hate posts.
Well, it's a messed up move. Right?
It is. It definitely is. But at the same time, like I go to say every single time, Notre Dame is not. They're not in a conference. Yeah, they linked up with the ACC last year, but that was 1 year. Now you're back into being in the independence, which you play everybody. Okay, you played Akron and Kent State and Hawaii and all these like crapshoot teams. I don't know. Did they play Hawaii? No, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so I like that. That comes to the point of that they shouldn't even be ranked as high as they are because they're playing nobody. They're playing MAC teams. Like, what's next? You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna play Jackson State. It's whatever. But Lincoln Riley headed over to USC. I think Spencer Rattler should try and follow him over there. Nah. I don't know. That was there was also a lot of hate posts from him, and when he said, I'm here to go ahead and reshape this program and get them to be the best program that they can be, and a lot of people were like, oh yeah, you said that about Oklahoma, like
this is
last
crazy.
week. I don't get it. I don't get it. And, I think it has to do with...
Let's do with money.
It definitely has to do with money. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's location too. Maybe you just want to be in California.
That's true.
You don't want to be in Oklahoma anymore?
Get your kids. Well, if they have families.
Yeah, he's got kids.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just interesting that... And you, like you said earlier, man, you feel bad for the players that those coaches recruited from their teams, and how going in as a player, how are you going to trust this coach to tell you something and not believe him? You know what I'm saying? Not thinking that he might not leave, or you know what I'm saying? It's like backwards to me. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense, and I wish for once I could potentially be I don't know. No, I wouldn't want to be a football coach.
I can see you as a football coach.
No, I'm
Defensive
too nice.
guy.
I'm too nice. I'm too nice, if you will.
Hey, Coach Stan, can I go out for drinks with my friends? We have a game tomorrow, but it's okay, right?
Yeah, you're buying the first round for me.
Oh man, nah, you're good. You're good.
I don't know. We're coming up on that time.
That means as the seasons are coming to an end, we got guests coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited. Mm-hmm. We said this offline. I'm excited to get guests back. I miss talking to other people. I miss talking and learning and us laughing with other people. Dan, I love talking to you every time we're on here, but I want us to get back into getting people on here so we can.
We need it,
man. We the intros to our shows, man. It just brings back memories, and we miss that. The both of us miss having guests and learning from our guests.
And that's what sucks about being in season.
Yeah,
trying to get football players to come on.
Who was our last guest?
Brad Johnson.
I thought I was going to say Jordan, but it was Brad Johnson. Shout out Brad Johnson. You see that what was the trick shot he did with the ball, the basketball? I think I
threw it over his shoulder. Like, bounced it on the ground.
Was it doink? Is it doink?
Doink.
Shout out Brad Johnson.
Hey, those of you check out his store. Pick up some merch from him. All proceeds head to his charity, Beyond All Borders.
Mm-hmm.
Also, tap in with us on any of these below.
Yeah.
Instagram at EraseTheChalk, Twitter. We don't really use much. If you're watching on YouTube, please, I know you're already there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You don't even have to get push notifications or emails. Just show us some love there. TikTok, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Follow us on Twitch.
We should enter the metaverse. Let's go to the metaverse. You heard about the metaverse?
What the fuck is a metaverse? Is that like MySpace?
I think it's like a Facebook thing now. Isn't Facebook it changed their name now? It's not called Facebook anymore, right? Is it called a metaverse or Meta?
Last I checked, I literally just checked Facebook like, I don't know, an hour and a half ago.
We're gonna go into the metaverse. We're gonna look into the metaverse.
Like Ron Artest.
Oh. Man. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll be back next Thursday. We are trying to work on a few things. If we get a guest, we'll let you know on Saturday.
Yeah.
If not, tap in with Charles and Reese on Monday nights, 8
Yes,
o'clock,
sir.
right here. The basketball show. We have a few things, like I said earlier, we have a few things in the works coming up in about a month. So that being said, stay tuned. More content to follow. We've been taking a step back. We've all been busy over here.
We've been working hard, man.
Yeah, been working hard on a few things outside of this, but this is our platform. This is our MySpace to your Meta. So, man, bring back MySpace.
Yeah, shout out
Tom never befriended us. Tom let us do what we want.
Where's Tom, man? Gosh, come on, Tom.
I don't know. MySpace music, layout, editor.
Top 8. Let's go all day.
Top 8. I think I only had a top 4.
You had a top 4? You have a top 16, top 8?
I think I had a top 4.
Ooh. Did you have the right person at number 1? You know how they said if you didn't put me number 1 or number 2.
Tom was always number 1.
Tom was number 1? Oh, okay.
Tom was always number 1.
You had to put Tom number 1, right? Yeah, that was it. That was it.
I don't even know his last name. I just know him as Tom. Tom is my friend. Tom was everybody's friend.
Yeah, he was everybody's friend.
All right. Add us on MySpace. We'll put you in our top 8. Maybe we'll create a top 16. We're going to come out with our new layout, and you're going to hear some really, really good music. Now, all I got to say to that is we'll catch you guys next week. Like I said, if we have a guest coming on, we'll let you guys know. But I'm just going to have to go ahead and say, Charles, I'm going to need you to go up to Manhattan and get me some of the finest Cambodian